All personnel, clear the launch platform.
All personnel, clear launch platform.
Disneyland is your land.
The Leaving Today podcast, the show about the news, history, and attractions of the Disneyland Resort.
Disneyland is your land.
Well, come on, Wendy. Let's go.
But where are we going?
To Neverland.
Neverland.
Hello, and hello. Welcome to the Leaving Today podcast, episode number 231. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whenever it is and however it is. We very much appreciate it. My name is Mark. I'm one of the co-hosts here of the LTP. Sitting to the right of me is the very handsome Master of Puppets himself, Udi.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Rocking his standard issue Dixon flannel. This time it's a light blue with a dark blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The light little white.
Yeah. Is there a special theme for this one?
Matching kicks.
The rocking DC shoes? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Even though I'm trying to remember, this one goes, it's a charity one. This one goes to for families in need. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
When you buy it, proceeds one. So, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, then sitting to the left of me is the very lovely Becky. How's it going, Becky?
Why, thank you. Hello, guys. I just have to say, that's actually my favorite color flannel that you have. I love that one.
Thank you.
It's a great blue.
Yes.
Thank you.
It is a great blue.
I don't wear it that often, though.
You got to start wearing them more.
Yeah, I've got another blue one that is a little bit the McTwist one, which is more blue.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
When you go to Arizona in a couple of weeks, are you going to stop by Dixon?
I don't think I'm going to have time, which I'm going to verify, but I don't know if I'm going to have time.
I see.
Aw.
It makes me sad. No, it makes me sad because I'm like, I have that I want, I need that, You
need it.
It's all relative, my
Okay.
friend.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, if this is your first time listening to the LTP, hey, welcome. We think you'll find the water to be warm. We are a very open and honest podcast. If this is not your first time, hey, welcome home. We're glad that you're here. If at any time you would like to join our show, please do drop us a line. We are a podcast that instead of talking at you, we like to talk with you. I know we're a little bit different in that way, but I think we can learn so much from one another, and I think it only helps this community is if we can talk to one another, and as opposed to us telling you how everything is. So that being said, we're gonna have some people coming on soon. Next episode, he's gonna be talking about some, I think, DVC stuff, and that's gonna be great. And again, I say this all the time, but since you're listening to the show, again, thank you for supporting podcasts. You're supporting independent arts, independent thoughts. We do this because we love it, and again, thank you so much for that.
Yep. The importance of speaking to people is cannot be overstated. We need to communicate with each other. So the time that you guys take to reach out and listen to other podcasts, listen to other people, listen to other opinions is something that I'm telling you is invaluable. And you can learn so much. So open your mind up a little bit, take it in, and then you'll see that the world is actually a pretty good place. And there is a magnitude bigger part of the world that is a good place with good people than sometimes people want you to believe. So the only way you do that is by listening to independent voices, breaking away from the silo, breaking out and listen to us. So we appreciate you taking your time to listen to us. Thank you much.
Yeah, of course. In this episode, it's a very special treat. We've got our good friend Lewis coming on. He is our Walt Disney World, our official Walt Disney World correspondent. All around great guy.
Mm-hmm.
We know you're going to enjoy talking to him. He's got a wealth of knowledge, and he loves the parks, and he's just a great source of information. Actually on both coasts, but he's primarily he lives on the East Coast. So we're going to talk to him today about the Beak and Barrel, his experience with that, and then also check out our LTP Lounge. which is every other Wednesday. It's on our YouTube channel.
Yep.
And we'll be talking a little bit deeper about the Beak and Barrel with some videos and whatnot. Okay. So before that, let's go to the opening question. Quick, because we got a lot of news to cover, and this could be a long show. I don't want it to be, but we'll see how it goes. A recent YouTuber had suggested that a theming for this possible third gate, if we get one, which I'm hoping we do, could have something to do with Simpsons. He's not saying it is, but the IP could be there. What do you guys think about the Simpsons coming to any Disney property in California?
I can't even say it on this show without you bleeping me out.
Okay. I don't disagree. I think the Simpsons IP is completely irrelevant to what the theming is at Disneyland or DCA. It has nothing to do with anything. I know we talked recently about the life expectancy of any IP. I know there's a big cult following for Simpsons. But that's great. But you can put that in Six Flags if you want, or somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and I'm not knocking on Simpsons. I think Simpsons is a great IP in general, or like it's a great. I mean, it's an important part of pop culture, maybe for so many years, like spanning multiple generations. Even
yes.
I just don't think it fits.
It's irrelevant.
Disneyland. You think it's irrelevant now?
I completely. I mean, I grew up when watching The Simpsons. Right, it's been around for 30 years now. Whatever, some astronomical. Would you give a tip of the cap to them for being around that long? Okay, but honestly, when was the last time you watched an episode of The Simpsons?
Well, I was never allowed to watch it when I was little.
Okay.
I still feel weird to turn it on.
Okay.
Tim will watch it once in a while, since we have it.
Tim doesn't let her watch it.
Okay, Mark? You?
Yeah, Tim won't allow me to watch it. It gives me too many ideas.
Yes. The last time I watched it, probably 15 years ago. I saw a movie.
Mine was probably 20.
Yeah, if that, yeah.
Okay. So my point is, I'm with Becky. Like, I don't get people who just bring these kind of things up, because whenever I hear a YouTuber or whatever, if you want to call them an influencer, whatever the vernacular is now, bring up things like that, I'm like, you know what? You may go to Disneyland every day, but clearly you don't get it. You don't get it if you're bringing that up.
No.
Yeah.
You're not. No, I mean, again, not a knock, but I'm going to straight up say, no, it doesn't have the level of quality overall. Hey, anything can stick around for 30 years. I mean, look how many government officials we have. Doesn't mean they need to be there. They can be gone tomorrow, and I'd be like, oh, no. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing for me. It's like, just because it's been around and it's enough for people to watch it, doesn't mean it belongs. So to me, absolutely not. And you can add in a number of expletives in there that I'm not going to say, because, no, it doesn't fit.
Not to mention, if it was that spectacular that you needed to fit it into a theme park more, Universal would have ran with it a long time ago, in my opinion. With what they've done with Harry Potter and Epic Universe, they have the capabilities of that. I don't think that it's wanted in that way.
Well, this kind of goes back to our what was the opening question from last episode?
The hotel?
About who? What would you do? Like, what sector would you come into?
Yeah.
This is where this fits in for me. The Simpsons at one point were an A-level IP, no doubt. But that was 20 years ago. This is a B-level and C-level IP now.
Oh yeah.
So the shoehorning in of these kind of lower-level IPs is always my problem. So even if with my misgivings and underwhelming reaction to Avatar as a whole, it's still an A level. It really is. It's an A level IP, but A to B, B plus, right? If
a park themed on Simpsons, what is it going to be? You eat donuts, you see a factory, you see all the stuff in everyday life you don't even want. You're trying to get away from at Disneyland.
It isn't like Cars Land, right? Because you can use the argument about Cars Land, like, hey, look at all you do, but it is completely different because of the theming around it being cars. You know what I mean? This is just whatever. Like exactly. So no, no. I mean, I will go, and this may shock a few of you, but I would prefer infinitely the F word as an anchor over this.
Oh, I would too.
Infinitely, because I know that would be done right.
Yeah.
And that would speak to a far deeper.
Also brings a different level of magic.
Correct. So while it wouldn't be for me,
yeah,
I can also recognize that if the F word did come in there and was an anchor, and to be fair, if you told me the F word over Avatar, which one should anchor, I'd point at the F word.
Yeah.
All day long.
Me too.
Yep.
All day long.
Yeah.
So, no,
No, I mean, if Disney's bent on putting this in somewhere, maybe Disney Hollywood Studios.
Why?
Maybe.
No, not.
Maybe.
It doesn't belong on property.
Well, in Florida,
doesn't belong on. No, anywhere.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it belongs on any property. It's not. It is purchased through Fox. It is not an original Disney IP. Not saying it needs to be, obviously, but no, Bluey. If they're going to do something, do Bluey. That actually has
Correct.
a following.
Yeah.
That actually has relevance right now, and will probably have it for at least another decade. So if they were intelligent and smart about it, they would be adding Bluey. So I would say, you suggest The Simpsons, I raise you Bluey. And then I would be like, hey, that makes more sense than that.
Hands down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can build so much around, like Bluey, for example, over The Simpsons. And to me, putting The Simpsons is like saying, we're going to put South Park in there. It's almost like saying that.
I almost made the
what?
same. Same, and now I almost made the same.
That's what it feels like to me.
Yep.
It just does not fit their whole mission statement.
No, because you also look at it, too. You look at the family, now, mind you, Simpsons is a family-based show, right? Obviously with the family, but when you look at the values behind that, like Bluey is different in the sense that they're constantly building the family, and they're talking about family. The Simpsons will vary. At the heart of it, it's going to be family, but you look at how they handle Homer and how they handle Bart and the different things. It's just different. It's just different, and because of how they handle those characters, it doesn't belong in Disney Park.
Okay.
If they were going to put any show like that, it should be American Dad. Let's be real.
Oh my Lord!
That's the best.
Even as much as I didn't even watch that show, but the clips I watch, I laugh hysterically over.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely not in a Disney park. But yeah.
All right. Well, that's overwhelming no. And even if it's like one slice of a land, I just
0, nothing, nada. Nada,
I
nada,
will
nada.
say, though, if there are any listeners who think yes, send us a video recording of your argument. I want to hear why.
Yeah.
Or even in
genuinely.
Yeah, or just come on the show. But yeah.
Uh-huh.
But I'd love to have that.
Yeah, we'll let Becky just go off on you.
Yeah.
No.
This is because my husband won't let me watch it, so now I'm gonna come at you.
Yeah.
I'll just block them immediately. Mute.
Yes. All right. Well, that was the opening question. I know. We got to talk about everything here.
I know. That's fine.
And you said you wanted us to be quick, and then you pick a question like that.
Yeah, man.
Sorry.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
Mark's like, hey, we're gonna dedicate 10 seconds to this. Okay, cool. But this is like a 40-minute topic.
It is.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
Easily. Anyway, all right.
All right. Well, let's go over into the news.
You listen to me now. You are talking about things that you do not understand.
Okay, so, and I'm not sure why I'm laughing here. First news item is actually going to start on a somber note.
Oh my, yeah.
And this is really kind of awful. Disneyland visitor dies after being found unresponsive on the Haunted Mansion. Disney security provided CPR to the woman in her 60s before she was transported to a local hospital where she was pronounced dead. A Disneyland visitor who was found unresponsive on Haunted Mansion when her ride vehicle returned to the unload station was pronounced dead after being taken to a hospital, according to officials. Anaheim Fire and Rescue responded to Disneyland on Monday, October 6th, around 6:30 p.m. for an unresponsive woman in her 60s. I just said that. So, yeah, apparently she died recently, or she was pronounced dead at the hospital found unresponsive at the end of Haunted Mansion. And again, there's just nothing but thoughts and prayers to her family and friends who had to be there for them now. And I'm sure that, of course, they're dealing with it. It's just, I can't even imagine what they're going through.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, things like this happen at the park, and it just, I don't know, nothing to say about it that's positive except.
Yeah, no, it's sad.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about Simpsons, we can talk about, Pandora and raising ticket prices and all this, but all this is just meaningless when it comes to stuff like this.
Yep. Well, I'm glad she was at Disneyland at least for her last day. That is awesome.
There you go. If you're talking about positive, yeah.
I mean, it is incredibly sad anytime a family and friends lose somebody.
Yep.
Yeah, condolences and thoughts and prayers to their friends and family. It's so sad.
Yep. Okay. Well, actually, speaking of passing away, she mentioned Diane Keaton passed away yesterday too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
She did some stuff for Disney. She did was it Finding Nemo? She did Dory or not Dory? Someone in there, right? She seemed to one of the.
I got to look.
Let me look.
I
actually met her about 7 years ago.
Oh yeah, you had mentioned that. Yeah.
At In-N-Out.
At In-N-Out.
Yes, in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Oh, I wonder what
she was just in there looking like fabulous, getting food.
Did anyone talk to her besides you?
No, I did. Well, I mean, I was friendly. I didn't make a scene or anything, but she was super nice. She took a picture with me.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I thought she was something with Finding Nemo, a voice.
Looking.
Okay.
Oh no, I mean, I didn't know that. She was an incredible actress. Yeah.
Oh, Jenny in Finding Dory.
Oh, Finding Dory. Okay, I knew it was one of those things. She was in Family Stone, which is a really good Christmas movie. I don't know if you guys have seen it. But
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite Christmas movies. Anyways, rest in peace, Diane Keaton.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. More cheery news. Disneyland raises prices on the daily tickets and annual passes. Of course, Disneyland hikes Magic Key annual passes as much as 8.6%. Disney has raised prices on most daily tickets and some annual passes while keeping the lowest price admission the same as the Anaheim theme park continues to celebrate its 70th anniversary with a year-long party. Our commitment to creating magical experiences for everyone remains at the heart of what we do, and that will never change. They always say that, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Top-tier one-day tickets to Disneyland and DCA now cost $224 for a single park admission and $314 for a park hopper ticket. A park hopper ticket a decade ago, a day ticket to Disneyland or DCA cost $99.
Yep.
Park hopper ticket was $155 before Disneyland moved to a tiered pricing system. Yeah, so we have this chart here. A tier 1 still stays at $104. Sorry, that's a tier 0. Mm-hmm. Goes up to tier 6, and that's for a yeah.
I think I had read there is maybe 30 days the whole year that are tier 0.
Probably
right. 30 out of 365. Okay.
Most of them fall within the 3 to 4.
Yeah. So you're looking at what days are going to be the most popular. So they're trying to get people out of the park to have more of a get a good experience. And my only.
This isn't the way you do it.
No, this is a whole different conversation while we're talking about it now. But you have to be, and I'm just gonna.
Say it, Mark. I know what you want to say. Go
just
for it.
say it, Mark.
If you are going to pay $314, you are a moron.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. And I would say just don't go to the park.
No.
A park hopper is not. It is not worth $314 in any sense of the imagination. No. I mean, you have to be like, oh, I happen to be here today. I'm with friends and family. They want me to come.
I'm not going.
No, dude. I'm sorry. I just can't. I'll meet you in downtown Disney later.
Yep.
I'll go to a movie. I'll go. There's other things to do. There's this $314. It's
out of
just
control.
Yeah. Let's see here. Parking went up to $40 a day now, which I think is preferred parking $60. Which I don't see that I'm ever really going to park at Disneyland.
No, never will.
No, to me it's ridiculous. The Inspire keys up to it's $1,900 now. That's the top tier one. The one that I want to get is still sitting at $974. It remained unchanged. But we talked about this. The Imagine, which is the SoCal only, is $600, and then the next jump is $974. We know there's a there's a spot in between these two that's something could show up. I mean, $750 might be a good spot for something.
I know that the price point hasn't changed. Do you know about blackout dates, if any of those have changed?
That is where they're going to make that up. I haven't looked at it, but I will bet
That's
dollars
my
to
guess,
donuts.
too.
They added more blackout.
You could have donuts in Simpsons Land.
Not if it's in Disneyland, because there won't be there.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm I'm pretty upset with this, and I say this all the time. Disneyland's a business; they got to do business things, and I get it. But there's actually two sides of the coin here, right? You can go, well, you know what? I love going to Disneyland. It's just now I'm gonna have to budget a little more and save for it, and that's fine. If you have the means to do that, go for it. Absolutely. But we are at a time right now, October 2025, where we're on the cusp of a lot of construction happening in DCA. What are you paying for? What again? What experience are you going to get? I mean, DCA is going to be kind of a nightmare to be going through. Meanwhile, at Disneyland, the majority of it is fine. It's all good. I mean, we know Tomorrowland's looming somewhere, and we're going to talk about that in the future, and probably with a little bit with Lewis today. I don't know what to say about the value right now. It's really in the eye of the beholder. And there's no wrong or right answer to this. It's whatever you feel like is important to you, right? I mean, yeah, it's a lot of money, but I mean, for me, the Imagine Pass or the Enchant Pass hasn't moved at all, so I'm not really affected, and I don't park there.
I would look at the blackout. I will guarantee you've been affected by it, or
will be if I get it. You want to get it, yeah. I mean, I assume there's going to be no Saturdays available,
probably,
which is fine. Right. I don't want to go on a Saturday anyways, and probably all of December is out, and all of July is out. Those are months I wouldn't go anyways.
Right.
But we'll have to see. But it's the fact that DC and of course all these projects we want cost money, and there's the other side. We want Panda. We don't want Panda. We want new Coco. We want e-ticket. We want new Tomorrowland. Well, guess what? That costs money.
Well, yeah, 100%. Now here is the one thing I'm going to look at now. You look at the percentage, right, of increase, right? So Inspire is up almost 9 points, right? And then you look at believe it's a little over 7.
Yeah.
So you can make the argument, which I'm sure they would do, is like, well, interest rate, blah, blah, blah. I get that, right? We're all going to be there, but we're well above that. So, as you guys know, I've been harping on this for who knows how long. Attendance at the park is down. It's down. I know you can think it's anecdotal when you look at, when you talk. I mean, Becky, what were you saying? Your brother is...
My brother is currently there.
Currently there, and he's saying it's dead.
Dead. Sending me videos
right.
in Pizza Planet with no other families in there.
So there you go. This is a Sunday, midday, on a weekend. It's a beautiful day. No reason not to be in the park. Now, again, I come from an anecdotal point of view, and I get that. And I completely get that. But at what point in time are you going to look at that and go, okay, Disney... You keep on raising prices. Your prerogative. Fine. It's your business. Like Mark said, you have to look at it from a business point of view. And I've made this argument before. But we are now I'm going to keep on making the argument. The park is beginning to empty out. Okay? The park is literally, like Mark is looking up ride times. Mark, give me one. Random.
Well, at the moment, at 12:22, sorry, I'm not in the mics.
Indy time.
Indy Time, Space Mountain's temporarily closed.
Okay, so there you go. Ride traction down. One of the
I know
primary ones.
Grizzly
101.
Peak is currently closed. He told me it went down
There
today.
you go.
Big Thunder's closed right now.
Okay.
That's closed for refurbishment.
Right, refurb. That one doesn't count.
We've got
Give me Pirates. What do you got at Pirates? Wait time.
45.
So like a half hour.
Well, but you got to consider that other things are shut down.
Correct. So here's what I'm going
Indy's
with.
at 65.
Okay.
In fact, the fact that Indy's open is strange.
Right. So so these are all the points. The mere fact that we're making these comments as we're going, because we're qualifying these wait times, because us, we know more. We know better. We understand the operations of the park, right? So my comment is going to be this, and I know I'm screaming into the wind with this one, and I get it fully. And this is much more a cathartic thing for me than for anybody, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Madeline's closed right now.
Okay, see, so the point is this, is like Disney, how long are you going to be riding this ride right now until you realize this doesn't work? This current model isn't working. At what point in time are you going to sit there and go like, we need to rejigger the whole thing? I'm going to tell you this right now.
Okay.
It's not going to be under Bob Iger, because Bob Iger is such an...
Okay, Woody. Hold on. Oops.
Press the wrong thing.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Bob Iger is so arrogant and worried about himself that he's not willing to recognize what is going on. Now, mind you...
Oh, sorry, Woody. I mean, she's...
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. And if you ask me where the proof is for that, right. It's right here. It's in your face if you want to look at it, right? So this structure doesn't work. I don't think it's been working for a while, and they keep on pushing the thing. So this has been endemic for the company now for a good 5 years.
Oh, Bob Iger has something to say to you, Woody.
Look, I ain't in this for your revolution, man. I'm not in it for you, princess. I expect to be well paid. I'm in it for the money.
Yep.
What? Bob?
Yeah.
That's nice of Bob Iger to just join in the conversation.
Well, no, and that's my whole point. It's clear.
Okay.
The pendulum has swung hard over to money. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And me being the capitalist that I am, I can't necessarily fault them for that. But I can critique, which I am, is that recognize when your model isn't working. The IPs are down. We went to go see Tron this weekend. I enjoyed it.
Tron? Yeah.
Full transparency, I did fall asleep in it because it was a long day. No, it was a long day. And it went late in the day. I was trying to stay awake, but I'm just, I'm a human being. But anyway, I still enjoyed it. There are things that are happening that are still positive, but the point is, this isn't the way it's going to work anymore. This model can no longer...
It's not sustainable.
It is not. This will collapse in and on itself, and I think we're seeing it right now in real time. We're literally watching the ends of the building begin to drop in on it because of the park attendance. At the end of the day, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, this is a theme park company. It is not a movie company. It is not an animation company. It is not a sound company. It is not any of that. At the core of everything, it is an amusement park company. Okay? And when those are beginning to fail, the pillar of the company is eroding, and it has been. So this is what it is. So you cannot continue to keep on jacking prices up and expecting the people to keep on showing up. The dam is breaking.
But they will. They will.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So this model cannot sustain itself. This, and I can't even, I couldn't even quite quantify, how long before, but this will implode the company. They continue on this path, mark my words, which hurts me to say, but this will implode the company to a point where they'll have to literally start selling off parts of it, which, to be fair, I'm surprised they haven't done yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're past the tipping point for a lot of people. I was talking to Marcus the other day. He just got back from the park, and I was gonna go for a few days in my birthday, and I told him, look, if I go for 4 days at Park Hopper and everything, that's $600 just for the ticket. I go, well, I'm just gonna get the annual pass because I want to go for D23 next year, and I want to do a bunch of other things. And I go, to me, the 974 is fine, but $600 is just people go, no, there's other things that we could do.
Well, yeah. There are.
Wendy and I were just in Santa Barbara for 4 or 5 days, and that was much cheaper than going to Disneyland, and we had a great time. And there's other things to do. You know, I mean, I
Right.
just happen to love Disneyland, but I'm saying there's other ways you can spend your money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what to say. What you can say, Becky?
Well, yeah, I agree with you. I think that it kind of changes how maybe an average American family, like what type of vacation they choose to go to
Yep.
or choose to have. Like it kind of reshapes that a little bit. And also, one other thing is the verbiage of like the tier 6, like, or the tier like 5 and 6, where it's like, we just want to make the guest experience better, going through that time. No, it's Christmas time. People want to do that as a tradition. There's a lot to see, and it's a sought after time. That kids are on winter break and that parents want to plan trips. That's why you do it. It's not to make anybody's experience better.
No, and they're gonna learn when people don't go to those. I mean, most annual passes are blacked out those times anyway. So
yes,
have fun.
Well, again, this goes back to my point. Like they have to have the analytics, and so the mere fact that they went now, and this was my point about bringing up the tiers that they did bump up, right? The two, to me, this is a little glimmer of them recognizing, oh crap, like. We can't keep on doing it. The fact that they did not change the lower two is a little bit, to me, is a little peek in the window of like, okay, we realize like we've gone too far there.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we've gone too far. And the upper tier are for the hardcore and the people who have the disposable income to do that. So
the Disney influencers who have to be there every day.
I don't care
yes,
about them.
to see everything there.
Most of them are fake anyway.
Oh, dude.
So,
not to mention, we didn't even touch base on the lightning lane increased about 11%.
Again,
where's that? Oh yeah, that I can't. Yeah, but Becky, I don't even promote that because I think it's ridiculous.
I know.
No, but,
I agree.
Yeah.
But we're like the only people who are honest about that.
Yeah, there are a lot of
I look
people.
on so many Instagrams, and it's like they'll always post stuff like, how I feel passing everybody in line who's waiting in this long line when I have lightning lane, like you're so superior.
They say that?
I see that all the time.
I would
don't
not be
follow
okay
people
with
like
that, dude.
but I see it, and you know what? That's never been my experience.
No.
When I've done lightning lane or when I've not, never been my experience.
You're 100% correct. 100% correct.
Not one time.
Nope. Last time I was in the park with the family, we were going to go do Mission Breakout, and the lightning lane line was literally longer than the standby.
Oh, yeah.
So, I will never, ever, 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 ever say you need lightning lane. We've been saying it forever, but the system, again, the system that I've currently built, I at some point kind of see why they went this way. Obviously, money is everything.
Yes.
So they went that model because, it worked. But again, at what point in time are they going to look at this and realize this is broken? This doesn't work. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't work at other parks or whatever, but at Disneyland proper, and we critiqued the Magic Bands when they came in. We're like, I get it for WDW, right? I get it for them over there. It actually makes somewhat more sense over there.
Yeah.
But over here, no. There are things that are not relevant to the conversation when it comes to Disneyland proper. They're just not. And so, lightning lane, no, it doesn't. It isn't there. So anyway, I'm just curious.
Yeah. About
when does Disney get off of this
lightning lane?
No, just this current format for annual or keys. What point in time are they going to begin to recognize that the pricing has gotten to a point where people can't, like the tiering system, their current structure for pricing in general for admission to the park is no longer a viable program, and when do you overhaul it? I think it's been beyond overdue.
Yeah, I think it's yes. Yeah.
My guess is going to be once some of this new stuff starts coming in and they're maybe a little more stable as far as like maybe without like not focused on that. I think that they're going to overhaul these. Because I don't think it's working. I know people who actually live close to the park who always had magic keys, and they're not doing them anymore.
No, they're not. They're not.
And it doesn't even make sense to anymore.
Correct.
No.
So this is what I'm saying. This current structure is not working, and it is clear for anybody who wants to look at it very analytically and very plainly, and look at it and go, this doesn't work.
I live almost 400 miles away, right?
Mm-hmm.
And growing up, or at least in kind of the peak annual pass time, I would say like my high school into college, a lot of people in my area were annual pass holders. I mean, there were bumper stickers everywhere. It was not an uncommon thing, even with being that far away, to be annual pass holders, and it's not like that anymore.
No. I think there are more than one reason, but one of them is definitely the pricing structure.
Yeah.
I think there is some cultural reasons as to why now, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay, but let's talk about this curious move. Disney is releasing a California-wide residence discount announced for 2026. They announced the California-wide ticket offer, allowing visitors to enjoy a discounted 3-day park hopper ticket. We know that a large number of Disneyland visitors are from California, so this new deal caters to a significant portion of the resort's visitor population. And this deal is good for folks living in the zip codes ranging from 900 to 96199. So that fits pretty much all of Northern California. Definitely Sacramento, Roseville, Rockland area, all Central California too, I would imagine.
Yeah.
What I don't know, what is your zip code out there?
Yeah, it fits in my zip code.
Okay. So for this, it is for 3-day park hopper ticket, it's $249. And this is valid from January 1st through May 21st of 2026. I assume in the end of May, they're going to start kicking off more D70. Is that how they're calling it? Disney 70
I don't know.
celebration for this year. But still, that's an exceptional deal.
Okay. Yep.
That's how it should be anyway.
So again, let me piggyback this story with what I just commented on the other tiers for the AP, right?
Yeah.
They're recognizing this is what I'm saying. Another small glimpse into them maybe seeing that, hey, that structure isn't working, and we need to bring back the people who are the core business and the core park goer, right?
Yeah.
Which are going to be, they imagine really, which is going to be what we would call in past the local pass, right? The SoCal residence pass,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then the Enchanted, which would be the vast majority probably like us or a little bit above us, right? And then they add this on here. So to me, this is them going, hey, we need to bring back our core people.
Yeah, yeah.
This is when I'm going to stop and go, Disney, more of this.
Absolutely.
This is where you need to recognize that you do this more. You really need to not worry about, oh, it's overcrowded. Dude, you're always going to hear that critique. You could go now and probably hear people who are going to be like, oh man, this place is so crowded. And we're all going to be like, bro, this ain't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do want to give one, just if somebody hasn't gone in a while or wants to know how good of a deal that is. So just to tell you, whenever I went in February, I pulled up my receipt for my tickets, and we got a 3-day one park per day. So no hopper, no lightning lane or anything on it. And it was $389 a ticket.
Yep.
So the $249 is a fantastic deal.
So it's a blistering deal.
Right. So to highlight and
it's what it should be
right.
on a regular basis.
to make,
let's be real.
So make this a little bit more interesting for everybody. This is the deal that'll get me into the park. Right here.
Yeah.
Well, okay, good.
This is a deal that gets me into the park.
It's good, but they need to do something a little bit better. I mean, I love this, but imagine if they had a California key.
Well,
I know.
Again, you're right. Again, this is where we
That
talk
thought
about
crossed
this.
my mind.
This is that middle tier, that one we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Spanning the Gap could be a California tier, which
yeah.
is going to be $700, but then you get more open access to that because again, this is them recognizing at some level that, and we've said it over and over and over and over and over again, that Disneyland is a locals park. It is. It's a California locals park. It just really, really is. Them trying to alter the identity and the core of that park is all the other crap that we argue, that we yammer on about. The raising ticket prices is a direct reflection of that.
Yeah.
They come back to the people who have taken care of that company since the inception of that park is a massive shout out. So this made me super happy to see.
Yep.
Because I'm like, these are the moments where you think Disney, yes. You somebody in there is seeing what we've been barking about.
Yeah.
Somebody in there sees it and recognizes it. Now I hope. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to say this. This is the moment. This is why I'm saying this is probably going to get me back in the park. Yeah. Because I'm going to put where my mouth is, which I've always said. Hey, if you guys have issue with the park, and when Disney does something right, you have to reward this behavior.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
So I'm going to tell this right now for everybody listening. You see the deal, go get the deal.
Yeah, and
sell this sucker out. Make it something where people are going to be, where Disney are like, holy crap, that did really well.
And if your point, and to your point, if they do that, what does that tell Disney?
That tells Disney that the core the core of the business are these people. That if you give them the value that they see, they will reward you in kind. They will come to the park. They will spend money in the park. You have now what you've done is you've opened up the window of ability for these people to spend more money at the park. How many people want to go to the park? You raise.
I do. Becky has her hand up.
We're all having our hands up, right?
Becky has her hand up.
Becky has her hand up. Okay.
So does Udi.
Yeah, I did too. I
Shocker.
want to go to the park. So, but when we go with the ticket price, we also recognize, well, crap, I have to be more frugal about what I'm going to do with merch. I'm going to have to be more frugal about what I eat and where I eat. All these things have to be. So when you drop that ticket price down, you have now opened up the wallet for people to be like, now I'm going to drop coin on merch. Now I'm going to drop coin on food in the park. Now maybe I can afford to stay on property. These are the things. So it's not one thing or the other, but this is what it's telling people. Hey, come here. We recognize the value of who you are. We're going to give you now value back. And now, please, spend more money in the park. And then I'm going to tell you this. 90% of us are going to be like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you much. So that's what I'm saying. So this is why I'm gonna work hard to figure this out so we can go to the park this next year. At this kind of price and this kind of thing, this is where you reach more people.
Yes.
And this is also another thing, anecdotally, of course, is that telling you that the attendance is low, and they know why.
Yes.
And they know why.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. My prediction, though, as well, so this ticket is good till basically Memorial Day weekend, till May 21st, so getting into that summertime. I predict, though, that they will do another Costco deal in California.
100%.
100%.
I think they will for summer
Costco
to end
annual
of the year.
pass?
Because they sold out.
I'd be down for that.
Plus a hot dog?
Yeah, see, they sold out. Dude, those sold out. Again,
yeah, those were so popular. I know somebody at the gym that's going for the third time this year because of the Costco deal.
So this is what I'm telling you about.
Well, I mean, she loves the park, but that encouraged her to add another trip.
Yeah. And so this is what I'm telling you. For everybody who wants to support Disney when they're doing the right thing, this is it. This is your opportunity. Go for it. Go.
Yep. All right. More good news. Disneyland makes a big change to an original 1955 attraction. A new miniature Rapunzel's tower will be added to the Storybook Land Canal Boats attraction. Yes.
About time.
Rapunzel's slender tower will rise above the Storybook Land riders when Disneyland adds a new Tangled scene to the miniature world of fairy tale stories that will mark the biggest change to the original 1955 attraction in more than a decade. New miniature of Rapunzel's tower will be added to Storybook Land Canal Boats in Fantasyland when the boat ride reopens this winter in honor of Anaheim's theme park's 70th anniversary celebration. We have conceptual art of it, and it's Jess can tell you exactly where this is. It's somewhere. It is concept art shows tower. I can't read that's kind of cut off here. It's in between the patchwork quilt and Toad Hall along the banks of the attraction, and I think this is great.
Yep.
I know. Actually, we'll ask Jess about this because this is probably this is not probably this is indeed
Her wheelhouse. Yeah.
her wheelhouse, yeah. And so we'll see what she thinks. But for me personally, yeah, I think this looks great. I love
Very
this
happy.
attraction. I love it. It's actually, that's the strong word. I go on because my daughters love it. But it's a nice reprieve from the hustle and the bustle just to go out there. And
It is.
what are your thoughts, Becky?
I'm excited about it. I know I told you I thought that I saw Tango the Tower whenever I went last time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that ride is it's beautiful and it's so detailed. And of course, Tangled Rapunzel has to be represented.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Without
absolutely.
a question.
Yep. Now, if they can only get the Simpsons on here.
Mark.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that.
No, I mean, I hope they have Flynn in there. Which?
Well, they're not. Well, no. There's going to be a poster, right?
The wanted poster?
Yeah, multiple mini wanted posters of Flynn, each with a different depiction of his difficult to draw nose.
Oh my God, I love that. Oh,
That's
stone wall.
cute.
It's just going to make you want to go on this attraction. Okay.
Yeah. I will say Tangled is in my top 5 of the animated.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just watched it the other day.
Okay.
You broke my smolder.
You've just been watching everything.
Because I've wanted to be like, I wanted to tap back into what are the good parts of the park, because I feel like, I always have Jay's, voice in the back of my head is like, you're being too negative. Yeah, because it's true. I can be. And I recognize that. So when I watch Tangled, I go back like Beauty and the Beast. I'll rewatch these because it's like these are the reminders of what is so good with the company.
Yeah. Okay. Next thing, this is kind of what Becky alluded to. One of her wish lists is strange. This is showing up all of a
I
sudden.
feel like they heard me.
Yeah, Disneyland plans a mysterious new musical comedy show. Disney Live Entertainment is hosting a casting call for a new show coming to Disneyland. And I guess the casting call, they're looking for people. Let's see. The acting roles include a frazzled and ballsy director of operations who is a natural leader, awkward and ambitious lieutenant who was a perfectionist, newscaster-like announcer with strong voice. These are the type of people they're looking for this show. I don't want to go into details for this, but it looks like the casting call is this week, October 14th and 17th, but we don't know where it's going to be yet. But this is a new show that's coming to the park. So this is interesting. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I think it's a step in a great direction.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I'm curious now when you read the full the character, what their attributes, and then looking at the musician, because there's musicians as well.
Yeah.
A woodwind player, trombonist, a trumpet player, an acoustic guitarist, and a drummer. It makes me like, okay, what could possibly, like, if you're looking at an
what could
IP,
go wrong?
Well, no, but what the IP, what IP would that fit into?
Simpsons, clearly.
Oh my God! Stop.
I would love it if they did something that wasn't necessarily an IP.
Oh yeah, totally.
And it was something unique and new that we could love.
Ooh, could this be coming to Golden Horseshoe? That's maybe too big of a cast for this, huh?
It does seem like a big cast.
Well,
I don't want to say this. I'm not speaking out of any education experience.
You might be.
So this is not, well, maybe, but I'm gonna say I'm not this is not an educated guess even, but some of the description, it did make me wonder about the little Fantasyland theater where they currently have the little Rapunzel show and Beauty and the Beast.
Yep.
Because I feel like it's kind of quirky and
they do
have people coming in and out.
That Princess Fair area, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but I hope it's something bigger than that.
Yeah, I mean, interesting. I'm curious to see how this develops. I mean, it's going to be at Disneyland, not DCA. So, and there aren't a whole lot of spots that this could fit in, besides maybe the Fantasyland Theater.
That would be the only thing.
Yeah.
looking at the size of it is what I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
So then looking at the Fantasyland Theater, what would kind of fit hat in hand in that area? That's why I'm like, I'm not sure it would be an original show, or maybe it'll be an original show based on an IP kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So what would fit? You know, what would fit?
Who knows? Who knows? But I mean, they need.
I'm going Tangled.
They need a sweet and playful maverick, a quirky and sarcastic problem solver,
Okay.
a cranky and patient and stubborn grouch, always prepared and ready for anything planner. News.
Like the Ugly Duckling, like doing an Ugly Duckling show inside there. I've got a dream. Come on, I've got a dream. Come on.
Yeah. It could be.
Yeah.
There you go, Udi. See, I knew you were in charge of Disney theatrical entertainment.
Sweet and playful maverick. Hello, that's like Flynn Rider.
You do make a good point because you talked about where was the planner that you described. Didn't
Always
you say
prepared and ready for anything planner.
Planner.
Frazzle lieutenant. You could have the lieutenants that come in. Awkward ambition lieutenant. There's a lot of little things you could do in that.
Yeah. Interesting. We'll see how this develops.
Then you have a whole thing. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious now.
Yeah, me too.
Doesn't mean I'll go watch it though.
Hey, if it's Tangled, I think you would go watch it.
Yes.
I won't lie. I would.
Which reminds me another. I don't know if this is another topic to go into, so Mark, feel free to cut me off. But I did see something, something this week about a live action Tangled.
Oh.
And possibly Scarlett Johansson playing Mother Gothel.
That would be great.
I saw that too.
She would be good.
Yeah, I think once I saw it, I thought she'd be amazing.
Oh, make that happen. But who would play Flynn? Who's going to play Eugene?
You.
No.
Oh.
No. Who would play Eugene?
Ryan Gosling.
Oh, God, no.
Unfortunately, I think it would have to be someone younger than Ryan Gosling.
It would be. I don't know.
Who's new and up and coming?
Yep.
I don't know.
Or established.
And then who would play Rapunzel?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about this stuff.
Sydney Sweeney.
I literally thought that in my head, but I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, no, I'll say it.
Oh, you're crazy. Okay.
Literally
All right.
popped in my head.
No, you think about it, man. Perfect. Anyway, okay.
All right.
Make it happen, Disney.
All right, so let's round off this news section with a brand new Gordon Ramsay restaurant coming to downtown Disney. So this is coming. This is a Gordon Ramsay themed restaurant coming to the downtown Disney district at the Disneyland Resort. And we knew about this lounge like last year, but we didn't know that because it's going to be part of the Earl of Sandwich. But we had no idea that it was going to be associated with Chef Gordon Ramsay. This new restaurant concept will be a British-themed gastropub called Gordon Ramsay at the Carnaby. Gordon Ramsay at the Carnaby will bring the energy of the famous Carnaby Street in London during the swinging 60s, combined with Chef Ramsay's iconic British dishes. The restaurant will feature plush interiors, 2 outdoor terraces, and a bar. The theme of the space is inspired by the 60s cultural revolution, featuring British pop, art, and a soundtrack of British invasion rock bands. It will be located at the second floor of the new Earl of Sandwich and will be a great gathering spot for visitors looking to experience an eclectic blend of British hospitality and an elevated pub favorites. The menu will feature classic British fare, including Chef Ramsay's legendary beef Wellington, crisp and tender fish and chips, and sticky toffee pudding. Okay. The restaurant will also offer a wide-ranging list of wines and beers, along with signature cocktails, of course, their signature, all crafted to evolve the spirit of London's most iconic pubs. And there will also be nighttime entertainment on select evenings with 60s-themed performances.
Nice. I'm excited. That sounds like fun.
I think it sounds fun, too. And I think this is great for downtown Disney.
Yeah, it is.
I want to see the menu again. If there are some, British beers, I might want to try that.
Yep.
There's going to be Carlsberg is going to be there, but that's fine. That's always there. And I don't know. I think this is the winner so far.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
You had me at fish and chips.
Well, they're crisp and tender. Becky.
I bet if Gordon Ramsay's involved, I think what I'm picturing is like fun nightlife, a fun environment.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that it's much needed.
Totally.
It'll fit in great.
Yep. And this is right adjacent to, not adjacent, but it's by the Parkside Lounge, and it's going to be on the other end of that, of that little grassy knoll with the band shell is going to be there, so you can get a good view of that.
All good.
Yep. So I'm stoked about that. Oh, there was one more thing, and this isn't even that big of a deal. But Disneyland files the first construction permit for upcoming expansion. This is really the first part of the Eastern Gateway thing, and it's for the DLR East Esplanade site work. They filed a permit for a chain link fence, which is going to start marking the boundaries. And this is really, I thought it was just kind of interesting. But
no, it's a step.
It is a step.
A really small one, but yeah.
Yes. So overall, good news this time. I thought this was great, most of it, except for the price increases. But they do save the day with this California resident, and I do. Go ahead, Becky.
I completely agree. Like whenever I first saw the news and I saw the price increase, of course I'm mad, and then it immediately went into the California resident deal. I actually skipped most of it just to see the zip codes first, and then I went back and was like, okay, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I'm happy too, and mainly because exactly what Udi said. If you folks can get behind, if you're on the fence, if you're on a chain link fence, thinking about going to the park, this might be something that would sway you in the right direction. $249 is nothing for 3 days there. It really isn't. And I hope that it becomes popular. That way Disney can go, oh, shoot, we have a huge market. And they didn't know this, by the way.
They know.
Maybe some California Magic Key, that would be, $700, $750. That, great, you don't go on Saturdays. You don't go on Christmas. Big deal. Yeah. And have it for the California residents. It just, come on, Disney. You guys can do better than that.
Yep.
All right. Love the theming of Storybook Canal Boats. Love this new restaurant coming to downtown Disney.
Yep.
And hopefully we get to see what this musical show is, comedy show. Yeah. All right. So without any further ado, let's go talk to our friend Lewis in our feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
All right, LTP, now it's time for our feature presentation. We are joined by our official Walt Disney World correspondent and all-around really good guy, Lewis. Hey, Lewis, how's it going?
Good afternoon, friends. How's everybody out there on the West Coast today?
We are living life in the West Coast. Yeah.
Yes.
Bit chilly this morning.
It's a bit chilly. Fall has definitely fallen for us.
100%. I was very happy when I woke up this morning with my window open. I was cold. I'm like,
yes,
finally.
How are things on the East Coast?
Very likely the same. Fall has definitely fallen here in Central Florida.
Okay.
And it is now a very comfortable 24 degrees outside. Now, I understand that
Celsius.
my North American friends don't really understand that, so I'll translate.
Thank you.
Comes out to 76 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yep. That's going to be our high today over here.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
For those of you that are now finding out who Lewis is, you apparently don't listen to our LTP Lounge.
Or have been on.
Lewis shows up on LTP Lounge and he adds a lot of value to our shows. A ton of information that, holy cow! I thank God that we got Lewis because he has really good information about buildings and designs, and he and Udi and who else did we have the other day? Oh, Robbie Ron Roll. We're just talking about just the logistics of Tomorrowland and all these things, and holy cow! But Lewis talks in Celsius and meters. So you gotta deal with that.
Centimeters, but to his credit, he does a very good job of translating.
Yes.
To the to the SAE. So yeah.
Yes.
From your metric. See, I'm fine with Lewis because I worked for many years in the metric with working on bikes. It was all metric.
Yes. And
So-
Newton meters.
And Newton meters.
Yeah.
And then now when I had to transition over to HVAC, that was like, oh crap, why can't I just say these many?
Yeah.
It would be so much easier. Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
anyways, Lewis is joining us this morning because he had the privilege of actually going to the brand new eating establishment called Beak and Barrel. I'm not sure what you're going to call it. It's and Lewis will tell us more about it. But we realize that most of our listeners are here on the West Coast, and they probably have not had the opportunity to go to the Beak and Barrel. So we thought we'd bring Lewis on to talk about his experience, what it is, and should you go to it or not. We don't know yet. He hasn't told us. So, and if you guys are, any of you folks are planning to go to Walt Disney World, you know, it's funny. I know I think about it. Is we called it Walt Disney World, but people call it Disney out there, right?
Yeah. Right?
I don't
am correct with
understand that. I don't get
correct?
it. Is that
Right. So locals call it. We either call it by the park, like MK, DAK, DHS, Epcot, right?
Okay.
Sure.
But the entire resort, we either say Disney World or we say Disney.
Right.
The whole Disney thing is mainly people from like the Midwest and the Northeast.
Gotcha.
Like when they say, "Oh, we're going to Disney," they're not referring to DLRA in Anaheim.
Right.
They're referring to WDW down here in Kissimmee.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I never have picked up on that. Like, what are you guys going to? Because that when you say Disney, that could be like 6 different parks, right?
Yeah, but you got to remember when we were growing up, there was one. I mean, it opened in what 70? I always forget the year. 71.
71 October 1st. Yep.
So I never.
We weren't even born.
No, we weren't even born. But my point is, like when we were growing up, that was like far away. Like we didn't hear about that. We were so ingrained in California. Yeah, it was. It was like if you try to explain to me as a little kid, like where Florida was, like how far is that away? Wow, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a time I was telling my daughters that when you said, "Oh, we're going to the Magic Kingdom," that was actually Disneyland. People talked about that, but now I think that refers to Walt Disney World.
And that's why I try to always clarify Disney proper, because I'll say Disneyland, or you'll hear me often say Disney proper.
Yeah.
Because Disneyland is Disney proper. Like everything else is a offshoot, a split off, whatever of Disneyland. So that's why I say Disney proper.
I do think sometimes too, like the younger generations now, everybody starts to shorten everything too. So that's part of it.
You mean
so
acronyms?
Yeah, basically.
TLAs?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, that's why on the other show we constantly use the acronyms to differentiate Anaheim from Kissimmee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And of course, because you have 2 gates currently out there at DLRA, right? And note we say Disneyland Resort Anaheim, right? That's DLRA, right? So we refer to, when we go inside the bubble, we refer to either DCA or DLP. But that's not to be confused with Disneyland Paris Resort in France, right?
Yeah.
So it's all based on like context, and most people are, quick enough on the uptake to understand when you go into context what actual physical park you're referring to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, and it just kind of highlights the fact that you kind of have another layer. And we always play with the layers of knowledge and how much we take into the park. And so when we begin to speak in acronyms, we're going a level down, and I think it's fun. I make a little fun of it, but it's because it's fun.
Christopher Nolan Inception. We're going 6 layers down.
There you go. Like I'm gonna start spinning the top and see if it stops or not.
Exactly.
So,
we won't get lost.
Yeah.
Be like Mr. Salton, like 108 years old.
Yeah.
Like sitting there in a chair. No, I'm good, thanks. I want to go on the Matterhorn bobsleds. That's what I want to do. I don't want to sit there in a chair.
Exactly.
Agreed. Okay, so today we're talking about the Beak and Barrel, which is in WDW. Did I get that right, Lewis?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yes. Okay. So let's talk about it. Gonna let you steer the ship here, Lewis. Tell us about what it is, where it's located, and your experience. And should guests look forward to this, or should know this other stuff?
Right. So, succinctly put, the Beak and Barrel is the second themed tavern on Walt Disney World property after Olga's Cantina at DHS's Galaxy's Edge.
Okay.
And so the Beak and Barrel is the first themed tavern in Magic Kingdom, and it's located directly next to our version of Pirates of the Caribbean here in Adventureland.
Mm-hmm.
And we all look, everyone will admit that Disneyland Parks version of Pirates of the Caribbean is a much better attraction than ours is here in Florida. First one to admit it. But we do have this really cool themed tavern. And it is literally like they transplanted a tavern from the film franchise and they put it right next to the attraction in Florida. And now guests with a reservation can experience literally the drinking scenes from the film franchise. Literally.
Okay.
Like literally.
Okay.
And it's amazing. Like I was saying before we got started, I'm not a drinker, but that did not prevent me from participating fully in the experience as it unfolded.
Mm-hmm.
So as everyone knows, currently you need a reservation to visit the Beak and Barrel. And so the day the Walt Disney Company had opened the reservation system on the My Disney Experience app, I had been in line for a half an hour prior to them opening at 7 p.m. on September 20th.
Okay.
So they did.
That's because, no, I'm sorry. It was September 25th is when they literally opened the queue for reservations for Beak and Barrel.
Wow.
So, and I had just gotten back from Disney's Animal Kingdom that day, going down to pick up a magnet. Anyway, point being is I'm sitting there patiently on my sofa, and all of a sudden we go live, and I'm automatically in the queue, and I got seen within 2.5 minutes after opening.
Wow.
And I was able to get the reservation we the Signs of Amusement crew wanted for September 21st at 6:05 p.m. So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
That all being said, so once you go up and you queue once you have your reservation and the day comes to where it's your turn to go in the Beak and Barrel, you clearly go to the entrance of the Beak and Barrel, and they have a couple of cast members outside with their tablets, and they're doing all the administration stuff. And they ask you your name, and they want to see your annual pass or whatever. And then everything jives, and they go, "Oh yeah, we see you. Okay, great. Okay, your table is being prepared." I'm thinking, great, we got our own table. No, we didn't. But the point is, is that time came. We were all led inside. We got introduced to our server cast member, a wonderful pirate by the name of Noel, and I believe he was from the islands themselves. Very nice gentleman. And we got seated at this very long table with about 4 or 5 other parties. So there was the 4 of us, and we sat with 2 people on the end of the table, and then like 2 other parties further down this very long table of 15, 16 chairs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Longest table in the establishment, I may add. But it was really cool because we were right under that boat anchor that they have in the establishment. I don't know if anybody's seen the videos yet. We're going to be showing exclusive video here on LTP Lounge on Wednesday for anybody who cares to know.
Oh, so Lewis, just real quick, since I've not seen anything about this yet, can you? What is the ambiance like? Is it dark in there? Are there lanterns and?
It's kind of dim.
Okay.
Kind of. I mean, I would say that the light levels, if we want to get technical, were about 625 to 850 candle power.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, and what that means is that it's dim, but it's not dark to where you cannot see.
Okay.
Like you can read print at about half a meter away in front of your face. You know what I mean? When I mean print, I'm talking about 12, 13-point font on a menu.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
Gotcha,
yep.
So you can read that and not have a problem doing it. And I normally wear glasses, but because this is all up close, I don't have to. So I was able to read the menu in that 625 to 850 candle power light without a problem. But that's good because this is where all the special effects come into play.
Oh, okay.
So they got special effects. They got special effects behind the special effects. Very layered special effects. And the best part is the audio animatronic, the Gen 6 they have.
Oh, really?
They have a Gen 6 parrot.
Oh, geez.
By the name of Rummy. And Rummy is about, now granted, I was about 8 or 9 meters away from him, physically away from Remy the parrot. So Rummy looks about 65 to 70 centimeters long by about 30 centimeters high. But he's completely articulated. And when I mean articulated, like his eyes light up and his beak moves in time with what he's speaking about.
Oh,
and his chest goes in and out due to his respiratory rate. And his wings actually kind of like come out a little bit, and he'll shake them because he's frightened or he's surprised, and then they go right back onto his side. And he walks around on this kind of runway-looking thing above the bar proper, and he hangs out in this pilot house on the far end of the bar. And he'll come out and he'll be talking to the guests about pirate things. And when I mean pirate things, we was talking about mermaids, and we was talking about spirits, and we was talking about, I think I can say this right, I'm really bad with Spanish, ocho de reales, which I think means pieces of 8. And
hold on. There. What? Say it again one more time.
Barria.
Ocho de reales.
Ocho.
Am I saying it wrong?
Ocho de reales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well, it depends on what dialect he's using.
Okay.
Okay.
Caribbean dialect, naturally.
Well,
like
yeah.
Puerto
So
Rico.
that's what I'm saying. So, I would say it differently, but that's fine.
Pieces of 8. We got it.
Right. Because of the mainland dialect.
Correct.
I understand completely.
European. Mine is mainly European. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
From like España.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Very much so. Yes.
So, but he was talking about the treasure.
Yep.
Specifically the pieces of 8. And then he was also talking about, and then he would start leading us in sing-along. And that was the fun part. We did 3 or 4 sing-along songs. We did A Pirate's Life for Me by Existencio and Albertino.
Okay.
And that got really wild, by the way. Like, I thought people were going to start throwing drinks. It was crazy. People were throwing hats. I know that. People throwing their hats up in the air.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know? And then we were singing Blow the Man Down.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a sea shanty.
Yep.
And then, what's that? Early in the Morning, which is another shanty. You know what I mean?
I don't think
like
I know that
song.
song.
With a rusty razor early in the morning, right? You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
And the cast members encouraged everybody to sing along and get into it. Like, drop your pretensions, drop your air of propriety, and become, for that 45 minutes an hour, a pirate of the days of the Spanish Main. And oh yeah, Mark, I was straight up a pirate for about an hour.
Nice. So let me understand the concept. Does the show happen at, like, it was going to be at 1 o'clock and it's going to be at 2 o'clock, or does you happen to go in at whatever time, then you catch the show in mid performance, or does it random, or what?
I believe that it's programmed daily.
Okay.
And they program the sequences, and then they play the sequences over the course of an hour.
Okay.
So, like, you get all the experiences that Remy is programmed to perform.
Okay.
Much like, you know, how, like, his buddies Jose and Fritz and Michael are all programmed down the road at the Enchanted Tiki Room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But clearly Remy's better because he can walk, whereas Fritz and Jose and Michael cannot walk.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Because they're stuck on a perch.
Yeah.
And they're only Gen 1s.
Oh yeah.
So that was the really cool thing is that with the audio animatronics technology, they had miniaturized everything down to the size of a macaw parrot, which is roughly analogous to what Rummy is in size to.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a large macaw.
Nice.
But a cool macaw. I mean, he has a pirate hat on his head, like a bicorn hat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
With a skull and the crossbones, and he has a patch over one of his eyes.
Man, I love it.
Wow.
So again, it was a pretty cool experience, and really, because you guys have known me for a while, my love of audio animatronic technology.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And the history behind audio animatronics. So it was a special treat to be that close to a Gen 6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's not like Gen 6s are like, I don't know, as plenty as like apples on the ground. I mean, these are rare birds, literally speaking. And so any opportunity to get close to one, you have to take it at its full opportunity.
Yeah.
So I should know this, but I know that I don't. What Gen version are they running on Tiana's Bayou Adventure?
So they have a couple Gen 6s, but the majority of them are Gen 5.5s.
Okay. Okay. So
like
this
for
is
example, at the end scene when they're having the party, right?
Yeah.
And Tiana's told, "Oh, we now have the missing ingredient. The missing ingredient is you, the guest, right?"
Yes. Yeah.
And she's there, and she's kind of swinging around. You can tell that she's a Gen 6 because her feet are actually slightly, if you look very closely, are slightly leaving the surface on which she's standing.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
That's how you know it's a Gen 6.
Right.
Okay.
A Gen 5 can't do that.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
This is deep stuff that none of us don't even know much.
No, this is right.
and I love it because I'm definitely here for it. I'm glad I'm learning this stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of the idea of having this tavern a theme to pirates is great because I don't know about you guys, but like on some attractions like Jungle Cruise, Indiana Jones, Space Mountain, maybe Matterhorn, I want the story to continue a little bit more. Like we're walking off the attraction and you're still in that glow, think, oh, that was so awesome. Yep. Mm-hmm. And especially, and I guess in my mind's eye, I'm thinking of Adventureland in DLR A.
Right. No, I understand what you're referring to.
And we're walking off of Indy or something, and that's my favorite spot when the Jungle Cruise is to your right and that you're coming out of the temple. I'm thinking, man, wouldn't it be great to have just a little more something, and like a tavern or a Skipper's Outpost or something like that, where you can get a show or get something to drink or eat, and kind of talk. Yeah, go ahead.
The big problem with Disneyland Park at DLRA is the space constraint.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Always.
That is the big problem. I mean, like here at the Magic Kingdom, which is our equivalent, we have a Jungle Cruise experience over at the River Navigation Company Limited Skipper's Canteen, which is a themed table service restaurant.
Yes.
Based on the Jungle Cruise and, you might be surprised to know, the Society of Explorers and Adventurers.
Yeah.
Or Adventurers and Explorers.
Yes.
So it's a kind of a big carry on to that. And there have been low-level rumors I've been hearing about them, because of the success of Beak and Barrel, them possibly adding some Gen 6s to River Navigation Company.
Really?
Based on the Jungle Cruise film franchise.
Which would be good. I love that
Johnson
movie.
And Emily Blunt.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
I recently rewatched it like a week and a half ago, and I forgot how good that was.
Yes.
Really good film.
Yeah. So, listeners, if you didn't pick up on the fact that their Pirates of the Caribbean is in Adventureland, and I know that's kind of a you got to let that sink in, because most of us think, oh, well, it's going to be Northern Square. They don't have Northern Square there. They have their own charms there.
I say you have the only one in the world.
We do.
You have the only New Orleans Square in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but your Adventureland, I mean, I love ours, but yours is something different.
Ours is better, with respect to you guys.
No.
Ours is better.
Yes.
But you guys have Indy. and we don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You guys have indie, and we don't.
Absolutely. After I got off that Jungle Cruise in Walt Disney World, I should say MK. That's the right term, right? MK. Not only was I glowing, but I was thinking, Udi would love this because they have the Skipper's Canteen right across the way, if my memory serves me correctly, where it's located. And the whole theme is just wonderful. And it's like, these guys did it right. And it's not as congested. I mean, there's a certain charm for ours being congested, and it's nice and tight. This one is not. It's spread out, and thinking, oh, this is actually a little bit better. But I'm envious of their Adventureland over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this something that you would suggest people do, Lewis? That they try to get a reservation for it?
Well, if you like pirates, if you like the film franchise, the Pirates of the Caribbean series, if you like Gen 6 audio animatronics, if you like fun,
I like fun.
This is the place for you. Albeit, I will admit, it is kind of pricey.
Okay.
Like, no lies there. Like those skull cocktails that Jason had ordered 2 of them were ringing close to $50 American dollars each.
Each?
Jason
got each.
And did they come?
But they came with that really cool
with the mug.
first generation park exclusive drinking vessel, the skull mug.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why they cost so doggone much.
Well,
And Jason said that the rum content was very, very strong in the drinking vessel. Like, it was a very strong drink.
I have a question.
Well,
I know
good.
you mentioned that you didn't drink alcohol. What kind of mocktails did they have, or what did you enjoy?
I'm glad you asked.
I was just going to pull up the menu to see if we can go through it, but thank you, Becky, for doing that.
Okay.
They only have one non-alcoholic beverage available at the Beak and Barrel.
Really?
And it's this coconut vanilla punch concoction.
Oh, how about
That sounds delicious.
With like lime juice. Well, frankly speaking, it's not.
That's
Frankly speaking, it's not. With respect, I enjoyed the experience, don't get me wrong, but I'd much rather have had a Coke or a Mixer.
Okay, got it.
Honestly, like straight up, you know what I mean? After having that, I'm one and done with it.
Right.
I don't need it anymore. I hope that in time, with the popularity of this experience, that the culinary people will come up with more
Is that the one he's talking about?
non-alcoholic options for guests to imbibe while they're there.
Like here, I think they're called dirty sodas are becoming a thing, and they add in like coconut milk into like a Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper. That seems like it'd be really fun and fit in there.
Yeah, probably. I would agree.
What about food though?
Right. So they had different appetizers per se. They weren't like entrees.
We're talking like kind of
they were like snack
Oga's
foods, and they had like pirate inspired cornbread.
Okay.
And they had it's Caribbean based. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
right,
It's all
sure.
food based on the Caribbean, right? And so I did a little research after we were done, and I found out that cornbread was kind of a really big deal back in the days of the Spanish Main, because they grew corn on all the islands.
Right.
And corn, after it had been harvested, was remarkably resilient in its storage and transport capacity. So you could take corn that was grown on, let's say, Martinique or Hispaniola, and you could take it to wherever you really wanted to within 3 months, and it would still be as good as the day it was picked.
Yeah.
As opposed to something not so hardy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they would turn this corn right into, like, they would dry it, and then they would grind it into flour, and then they'd have, your maize there,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'd add, like, your manteca, which for my English friends is lard.
Correct.
Right? And you would turn it into cakes, like either tortillas or you would actually have like Johnny cakes, which is like cornbread.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's why they had the cornbread there, was to give us an idea of what a true pirate's diet was like.
And
so it's historically accurate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they had some other finger foods, of which escaped me because we didn't order them. We weren't there for the food or the drink necessarily.
Right,
we were
correct,
there
correct.
for the experience, of
Correct.
which we received in its entirety.
Right.
You know, and like I said, the special effects were crazy good. You know, the lights would flicker, or they'd have a storm ripping right through the tavern there, like during their mermaid piece, because the mermaids brought on a hurricane, and we had to batten down the hatches, and things got crazy. we thought we were going to lose some of the crew.
Wow.
Oh, and they like it when you refer to your party as your crew.
Oh.
They don't want you to say, "Oh, my party." You know, they say, "Yeah, I got me crew with me. Let us die." You know what I mean?
Nice.
So they definitely, the cast members there at the Beak and Barrel definitely want you to be in character.
Oh, love it.
Because it leads to a better experience.
Yeah.
And so the more into it you are, the better off the experience will be. Like, it's definitely not for the uptight, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. I love the idea that they have like a storm in there. It's kind of we have a small version of that at Trader Sam's here, and when you order certain drinks, you know, it acts like there's a storm coming. I should know this, Lewis. And I think there is a East Coast version of Trader Sam's out there, right? Somewhere.
It's in one of the resorts.
Yeah, but
like I think it might be over at Caribbean Bay. I think.
Yeah, it's at a hotel or something, right?
Yeah, right, exactly. It's
Okay.
a resort.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Or like a yacht club or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get to the resorts. I mean, that's really not my thing. My thing are the parks, properties.
Sure, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I would love to do this. So if you are having guests come in to come visit you, Lewis, are you going to take them to the Beak and Barrel?
Of course I will.
Okay.
Without question.
Okay, good. Love it.
Without question.
Love it.
Now, that's like the spot now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The spot.
And it's so much better than Olga's. I mean, Olga's is nice and all, but it's not Gen 6 nice.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you guys go in the daytime or nighttime for this?
We went in the gloaming period, if you know what a gloaming is.
Is that like
beginning of the evening nautical twilight?
Oh, perfect time.
You know, like that part in the part in the film where the sky turns green and then everything gets reversed?
Yes. Yeah.
That was the time we went, and I did it specifically for that.
Lewis,
to see there were going to be special effects, and we did not disappoint.
Oh, we gotta let Lewis book our time if we go. That's it. Because I was thinking, man, if you guys went in the morning or something, it might not have the same kick.
Yeah.
That you would have in the evening, or like the time he's talking about.
It doesn't open until like 12:30.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
like,
what time?
Disney discourages day drinking, y'all.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But for us, that's like 9:30.
Yeah.
It took me seriously. It took me a few days to get that. Like,
Right,
oh my
right.
gosh, I'm still at 9:30. I can't be having this at noon.
Yeah.
What? But Disney World stays open later, or sorry, the MK stays open later than our park. At least when I was there. Oh,
I mean, it depends on the day, and you can go. So some weekends you can go as late as 1.
yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Right. I believe DLRA Disneyland Park does the same, right?
No,
Like during the summer periods,
Midnight.
and during like the holiday periods in the winter, right?
Midnight.
Midnight.
Oh,
But
but you guys, but they're open for another hour, so you can get like
Yes.
souvenirs on your way out the door.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. Now, ours stays open till 1:30, so people can do all that.
Right.
You know what I
Okay,
mean? Get
yeah.
the souvenirs on the way out the door. Plus, there's a giant backlog of public transport because to get to Magic Kingdom, you have to take public transport.
Yeah.
You cannot drive your vehicle to a parking lot adjacent to the gate.
No.
I promise you. The nearest parking structure for a privately owned vehicle is more than a mile from the gate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? More than a mile. Unless you're like Rudy Poo when you park yourself over at Contemporary or Poly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna be going at least a mile, and that's across a body of water, by the way.
Yes.
So you got to be made. Either you got to know somebody on the monorail staff, or you got to know somebody in the ferry boats if it's really, really congested.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like I had to wait, I think, 45 minutes in the ferry boat line to get space on a ferry boat to go back across the Seven Seas Lagoon to get to my automobile. So
Yeah, I've done that.
yes.
I've done that.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's the part that it's like we can't get our mind over. I mean, it's like what's going on?
I know
here?
we leave the park and I walk about 20 minutes and I'm at my hotel room. Like,
Not here.
yeah, literally, I'm like, I
Well,
walk out.
you could if you were staying on property.
Well, yeah.
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 But I'm off
If you're
property.
staying on property, you could be at your hotel and you could be at your resort within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think the Grand Floridian's right there on the monorail line, right?
Well, Grand Flow,
Okay.
Holly and doggone Contempo are all on the resort monorail loop.
Yeah. So yeah, you could easily get
hop
there
on
within
there
10
and go, yeah.
Yeah, but there's a premium for that.
Yeah, but you only live once.
You do.
YOLO.
Yeah, that's true. Let's go back to the snacks again. Are these? I'm looking at the menu right now. The prices
Okay.
seem reasonable for the snacks. I mean, 12.
Snacks, yes. Drinks, no.
Okay, so are the snacks? Are they meant to like share at the table? You get a couple of them and pass them around, sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Definitely, the cornbread was there enough to feed 4 people.
Okay. Is the cornbread something that comes to the table, or you have to order it?
Oh no, you tell your server, the server bring it out, and of course you're going to get charged for the drink. Of course.
Right.
Oh yes.
It's not complimentary. There's nothing free at Walt Disney World. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Okay, so was there any special merchandise that you could buy at the Beak and Barrel? Maybe like a shirt, or you could buy a mug if you didn't drink.
Oh, I asked Noel about it, and he said yes. Arrangements can be made to buy the souvenir mug without buying the drink.
Okay.
But it's kind of a rigmarole, and it takes a lot of time. And I'm just like, whatever. Jason ordered 2 full-strength, high-test octane cocktails. We got to see the mugs. I'm happy. Good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Okay. Good. So you don't collect anything like that, like tiki mugs or mugs like that, do you?
It's not really my thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I have an ancient Chewbacca mug from like the 1977 Star Wars New Hope film.
Whoa.
That I got laying in a box somewhere. I haven't really like got it out yet, but I could, since Beauty's such a big fan. But
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a collector of tiki mugs either. I just realized that. But I know there's a lot of people.
I just realized.
Well,
Now that I think about it.
you know, I think about
I'm
it.
not either.
I don't have one.
I mean, I had one. I bought, and that's my classic story that I bought for $37.
Yeah.
And I ended up giving it to Joey because I know Joey likes it. I just said, dude, I don't want this thing. I bought it and don't want it. I'm never going to use it.
I can't even think of where mine is right now. I've got one.
But I don't
Well,
go ahead.
Okay, so Mark, that is the thing. So at the Beak and Barrel, they don't have tiki mugs per se for cocktails. What they have is you have the skull mug for the particular cocktail.
Yeah.
And then the remainder of the cocktails come in like carpenter's cups. Like hammered copper carpenter's cups without a handle.
Oh,
And
cool.
the non-alcoholic, the one I had, came with a little tiny wire handle that came out of the side. You know what I mean?
I might like the Carpenter's cup.
I would like that better. I would like that better.
Yeah.
And I say carpenter's cup because everybody's like, carpenter's cup. I'm like, yeah, you ever seen Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade?
Yeah.
That is a carpenter's cup.
I've never heard it called that, but I know exactly what you're talking
mean.
about. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I never heard that term.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm stoked about this.
Yeah.
Now, having been there, Lewis, can you think of, just real quick here, can you think of how we could port this into our resort here in Anaheim, and what sort of theme? Would it be Haunted Mansion or Pirates or Indie?
Actually, yes. So I think Disneyland Park has the potential for a lot of themed tavern experiences there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just priority has to be given to it.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like you have the space within New Orleans Square to have a Pirates Tavern. You do. But it's going to come at the expense of retail,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like a couple of retail experiences there in New Orleans where are going to have to close, and they're going to have to do a renovation and retheme it to the Beak and Barrel West, if you will. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise, the same could be done with that Jungle Bazaar there in Adventureland. Clear that joker out, turn it into the River Navigation Company, and call it a day.
Well, they
know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. They would never do it because of Bengal. But I mean, I agree with you completely.
But you could incorporate Bengal into that.
You're correct.
Yes,
you're correct.
you can.
You're correct.
And do the whole hat tip to Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I concur, and I don't know why. I mean, I guess I can. It depends. Like everything's going to come down to dollars, right? Money, money, money. And I'm curious about how. To me personally, I would be infinitely more interested in a restaurant right there, and I would make an effort to be there, as opposed to the shop. I don't think I've ever bought anything out of that shop. But to be said, I'm sure there's people who have, and a ton of people. It's always one thing, and I can already picture the argument. And I'm gonna steelman it. Is like we already have the Hideaway right there. We have Bengal right here. Why are we gonna throw another restaurant here?
Because you want that next level intimate experience,
and that's where the priority comes in.
And their entertainment. That's why you want it.
Oh no, and
that's why you. Yeah. And honestly, look, with respect to Walt Disney World merchandising, right? Like, I can go down the road to Garden Grove and get 90% of what's in the Adventureland Bazaar at Pier 1. With respect.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And I mean, literally less than 3 kilometers down the road on Harbor, I can go to the Pier 1 in Garden Grove and get the same doggone thing.
Yep.
Why am I paying a 70% markup, right?
Yeah.
On this stuff just because there's a Disneyland, a Disney Parks price tag on it? Get out.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that next gen tavern, restaurant, dining, fun experience there in the space that was the Adventureland Bazaar.
Yeah.
Along with the Bengal barbecue that could be incorporated into this new themed experience.
Yeah. It would be amazing.
I mean, like, look, I even know right now that it's really hard to secure a reservation at Olga's. And Olga's has been open for like 6 years now in California. It's still hard to get a reservation.
Well, now they're doing
You got
walk
to
up.
be really good, and you got to be really fast on the thumbs.
They're not doing it
to
anymore.
Get into My Disney Experience to get that reservation.
They're not doing it anymore. They stopped. Am I correct with that?
I think you're right, but
just recently
I think they
stopped.
recently stopped taking reservations, and now it's walk up only.
Because here in Florida, we still have reservations very much alive and well at Olga's.
Yeah, no,
I think
and it's hard to secure it.
Yeah, I think that happened like a week and a half ago or something. They just stopped doing it, so it's relatively new.
Baked.
Yep.
Fresh baked.
I
There you
haven't
go.
talked to anybody
Yes.
who's actually done it yet, done the walk up to see what that's like. If it's hard to get in.
But it should go to show that people are willing to go to the effort to attend these experiences.
Well,
that people are willing to make the reservations.
Well, that speaks, without going too deep into it, that speaks to the deeper conversation that we've had for a while about how Disney stopped trying to manage our experience and just give us the playground and let us play with our own toy soldiers and we'll create our own adventure. And so you're right, because the over management of it is something that is stifling to people like us, because we don't need that we don't need to be led by the hand about, and then you go over here. I'm like, I don't need to hear that. And then from there, so you're right. I mean, the more that they eliminate this kind of stuff, the more freeing and more fun it's going to be for people. But I'll stop there because I can go on that.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Forever. Yeah, I can go on.
No,
forever.
I understand. The experience is what you make it.
Correct.
And you can have a great experience.
Correct.
And you can get really, really involved.
Yep.
Or you can be aloof, and you can be like, "What just happened?"
Yeah.
Like you see all these Facebook moms talk about on Facebook with the Walt Disney World pages. You know what I mean? What was that?
Yeah. Well,
really?
Right.
Allow me to elucidate.
Yeah. Exactly. It's like,
even when you're talking about singing A Pirate's Life for Me, I can't tell you how many times I'm in a boat and the whole boat is singing that song as you drop down at the Disneyland Resort. I think that would just be so fun. Like, I can just see everybody getting into it, and I'm picturing a whole bar singing it. Like, how is that not fun?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly so.
Yeah, like I always put it, like Disneyland, your job, Disney Corp, is to set up the experience and let the person have fun, and then make sure you do two things. One, get out of the way, and two, just don't ruin it for everybody else. That's it.
Very hard ask.
Right, which is apparently a very difficult ask at this time.
So on ruining experiences, right? So this happens at Epcot a lot, especially on Saturday night. So Epcot is the kind of the grown-ups park of Walt Disney World because there's so many alcohol experiences that one can have, particularly around the World Discovery.
Yes.
Used to be known as World Showcase. And so every Saturday night you get about 300 or so guests that decide that they need to void into various articles of vegetation around the World Showcase Lagoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm being very nice because I think this is a family-friendly podcast, so I'm going to use the word void. You just imagine what that means.
Yep, I already got
I'm
that.
not going to go further.
Yep.
But they void, and they void a lot. Like, a couple of liters each. You know what I mean? Of liquid volume.
Way overdoing
right?
it. Way overdoing it. Way overdoing it.
Oh, I would lose my
So it becomes kind of, it's not very nice because you have that odor that is produced, right?
Yep.
And it's everywhere, and you're like, biolitic acid, really? Really, I have to smell this on the way out of the park at midnight? That's not nice. That's kind of like the magic kind of halfway get ruined. Fortunately, Magic Kingdom, because of the time constraints that a guest is given at Beak and Barrel, that cannot happen.
Yeah.
The maximum allowable beverages you are allowed to consume, whether alcoholic or non-alcoholic, is 2 per session.
Like Oga's.
And I don't think anybody can secure more than 1 reservation per day.
Actually, that was another question I had, Louis. Can you stay there for as long as you want, or did they kindly ask you to leave after?
So there is a no doubt absolute limit of 1 hour 15 minutes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like they are like literally hustling you out of the door at about 1 hour and 15 minutes in. We stayed for 1 hour and 9 minutes. I know, I timed it.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
And that was literally 15 minutes longer than we were allowed to by the official rules.
Right.
And it was only because we had gotten into it and we were getting into it and we were having fun and we were participating. And I think that's why kind of Noel just kind of paused the timer on us.
Yeah.
A theory, I mean, I cannot confirm this, but I have talked to a couple other guests. I'm like, how long you stayed? And they tell me, I'm like, were you into it? And they're like, oh yeah, we were totally into this. I'm like, yeah, they pressed the pause on your timer, man, because you were having fun and you were demonstrating to other guests how they can have fun if they get into it.
Yep.
So they weren't just trying to hustle you out with a broom, get you out of the door.
So that the priority is the entertainment and the theme.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Is what Disney needs to do.
Sure.
Every time.
Right.
Every time.
And I mean, and while, like I said, while the effects are great and Rummy is great and the cast members are great, like Udi says, it is what you make it. And you can, I mean, technically speaking, I mean, Mark, Udi, and everyone, we can all have fun just sitting down at a table outside a Country Bear, outside a Hungry Bear restaurant, and we could have fun for 3 hours. You know what I mean? Just coming up with stories and sing-alongs and
100%.
all sorts of anecdotes about like life and living in Disney.
Yep.
And we can make our own fun.
Yep.
We don't need $3 million, $6 million, $20 million attraction to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think that's where most of us come from, is like, most of us don't live at the park, so we don't go every day. And like with you guys, you all come in from like various points of the compass. Like you guys up in Sacramento, I mean, you guys are coming in from like almost 600 kilometers away. You know what I mean? That's a long way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just to come down.
Yeah.
You know, so like I give you major props for that, 100%.
Thank you.
You know, but at the same time, it's like, so you've had these periods where you've had like the Disney drought where you haven't been able to experience Disney, sometimes years, decades even. So you make your own Disney fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whether it's a movie night with all your friends and you come over and you drink rum and you watch the Pirates of the Caribbean movie marathon, you know, which takes about 10 and a half hours to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And by the end, everybody's like trying to crawl out the door, but the host clearly had their thing together and
Yeah.
they have all your keys locked up in some gun cabinet. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So you're not going to be able to get them
Gotcha.
till you wear it off. But that's what I'm saying is you make your own Disney fun, right?
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it don't have to be involved with drinking. It could be like literally a children's birthday party.
Yeah.
I just went yesterday, and there was Mickey and Minnie shaped cheese. There was a watermelon in the shape of Mickey Mouse with like a watermelon salad coming out. It was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
The kids loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Like we had Orangeburg parties down at my dad's place. You know what I mean? Where we'd go Orangeburg crazy. You know, and everything was Orangeburg.
Oh yeah, Orangeburg.
So,
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like I totally understand this. Like I said, it doesn't have to be just like grown-ups being like playing grown-up games. It could involve everybody in the family or everybody in the group of friends or whatnot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mickey Mouse pancakes on a Sunday.
For sure.
Like to quote the German, Mickey Mouse is for alle Dalle, which means Mickey Mouse is for everyone, right?
Yeah.
So, and he does, and Disney has that universal appeal.
Yeah.
To where, I don't care where you're at or where you're from or who you are, or what you did. Chances are there's some sort of Disney form of entertainment you will enjoy one way or another.
Yep, 100%. No, and that's why I love it when they do what they did. I mean, I know it is a difficult thing for them to manage. So Beak and Barrel time, and it's one of those things like they know people like us are going to go in there and we'll be there. I mean, I'll use Becky, Mark, and myself. We went to lunch at Black Bear?
Yes.
And how long were we in Black Bear?
3 hours.
3 hours eating and talking.
3 hours.
3 hours, and so you could do that there. But what I'm saying is, when Disney builds these kind of things where they focus in on that, I'm happy because you always worry about. I have been about how Disney has to play that line between money, theming, entertainment, and all these little things that they do. And to be fair. To be honest, in my opinion, they failed more than they succeeded as of late. But when I hear these kind of things, it makes me happy. It makes me feel how do I put it? It reinvigorates me and thinking, okay, we need more of this. And I've been saying forever, like we're gonna be critical of Disney when they screw up, but when they do right, let's feed that animal, let's feed that idea, and be like, this is more of what we need. So to hear this is awesome, man.
Can I give out some props here about creative juices behind Beak and Barrel?
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely.
Right. So I want to give a special shout out to Josh D'Amaro.
Okay.
Because he was kind of the behind the scenes driving force in making this a physical reality.
Awesome.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
And so it's kind of important that when it comes time for the board to decide who's going to be the next CEO of the Walt Disney Company, they need to have a very strong look at Josh D'Amaro, because, and I know that I might be speaking out of turn here, and I know that not everything he's done has been beautiful, but in comparison to Dana, he is the only choice. To be 100% sure. Well, I promise you.
Yeah. Well, to add to that, I've been tracking that here, and now it feels like, and I think I made the comment to Becky and Mark, that it is not going to be Dana Walden. It will not be her. And I will say it now again. It will not be Dana Walden. It will be Josh D'Amaro. I think they need to go outside the company, but I'm with you 100%. If they're going to pick within the company, it has to be him. It has to be him. So I'm right there with you. I'm pulling on that lever. Like if I had a vote between Dana Walden and Josh D'Amaro, I'm gonna pull that lever as many times as I'm allowed to.
Well, and to the point of Beak and Barrel, if Josh becomes the CEO, then we're going to see more experiences like this come down the pipe.
And we need them.
You know what I mean?
We need them.
And this is the tip of a very giant iceberg, my friends. A very giant iceberg. I mean, could you imagine them doing an end of line club in Tomorrowland?
No. I mean, yeah.
Like from Legacy? Like from the Legacy film? The end of line where Castor is Michael Sheen as David Bowie, as Castor is spinning his cane and telling Son of Flynn, you drink here for free, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That could become a physical reality at Disneyland Park in California's Tomorrowland.
Yep.
I know we've even talked so much about the Golden Horseshoe, and with everything that you're saying, I feel like I know, yes, it'd be an overhaul with having to do a Gen 6 and whatnot, but you have the space there dedicated. Do something like that. I think people would go insane.
Yeah. And, you know, because this goes into the deeper conversation about themed entertainment and theming in the park, you know, because they're talking about Epic Universe and everything else like that. These are the things that I would hope they're giving hard looks at, because, again, we've always talked about how Disneyland, the theming and the storytelling has been the thing that really, really, really separates them from every other attraction, amusement park, right? And makes them a theme park. But I would hope that they're looking at these, like, if you guys are, I mean, over at Oga's, you guys are booked out the door. I'm assuming this is going to be the same thing here. And if they continue to look at that, I hope they're looking at going, hey, themed entertainment really, really, really works. And you really begin, I think, you know, at least what I've seen, there has been an uptick and a swell in themed entertainment outside of bars and tiki bars and speakeasies and tiki bars and all these different things.
Escape rooms, everything else.
Exactly. Look at what we have now here in Sacramento at Stage 9.
Yep.
I mean, perfect example of a speakeasy type, a mix of a speakeasy and a tiki bar all in one. So the themed entertainment is clearly a thing that is, I think, very much wanted and needed by people. So 100%. I think in Disney, this is where I think they really got to give a hard look and, hey, this is in our wheelhouse. This is turning into us. So we need to now grab it and run with it, because we already have everything it's set in stone, or where we can just run with this stuff. So I'm with you with that. Is like, if he comes in, and then I would hope that he would begin to usher this in, and kind of, I think, would be a resurgence of that. And we think about that, like Golden Horseshoe. I mean, the dueling pianos. I mean, one of the best, funnest shows I've ever seen was dueling pianos out of there.
Right.
So, gosh, man, that would be amazing. Wow,
and what's really cool, what we do with our Diamond Horseshoe, which is our version of Golden Horseshoe Review here in Florida, is at night we have the hitchhiking ghosts come in and do a mini floor show.
How cool is that?
So
amazing.
So that's kind of a big deal for us, right? You know what I mean? Is that we have the hitchhiking ghosts, and they're not audio animatronics; they're actors.
Right.
But they are doggone good actors.
Yeah.
And they look realistic, and they are a little bit spooky.
Oh yeah, I bet they are.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, I mean, as Udi said, like, themed entertainment is probably the next horizon.
Yeah.
We can look forward to as not only a means of Disney recouping some of the losses they've experienced with the Epic Universe people, but also a new direction to focus on Disney adults finally for once, without it just devolving to the lowest common denominator of, like, pre-made cocktails.
Yeah, right.
You get what I mean?
Yes,
but
exactly.
And this is what's going to talk to or speaks to how why it would work, because it will focus a little bit more, I would feel like, on the people paying the bill, but will also infuse this into the youth that is going to come along. I mean, obviously, kids aren't going to be going in all of these, but they don't need to. But it has this different feel to it. So it's like, I don't know, anything growing up, you're like, oh, one day I'll be able to go in there. It has this kind of energy about, like, these are places that are going to be fun. I can't go now, but, you know, it just builds this whole kind of anticipation and just this thing of, like, I'm going to go. Which is great. So they need to continue with that. Now the only little pushback I'm going to give is, like, we need Disney. While the Disney adult thing, and this is going to be this is a topic of a whole other can.
A whole other can. Yes.
But they have to be careful with that, because you can't also go full tilt into that, because then you burn.
Oh, you could.
No, but then you burn your future, in my opinion. So it's a balancing act.
I'm going to agree to disagree with you on that one.
Yeah. No, that would be.
I believe they have not gone far enough, and they can go farther.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we've had ridiculous failure. Okay, the Galactic Star Cruiser is our monument to failure.
Oh, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like they went for a bridge too far and they didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's getting turned into Office Space in the Spirit of Halloween Kissimmee Edition.
Yeah.
So that being said, but they've hit it out of the park with Olga's and with now I think with Beak and Barrel, because it's showing that people may not have like $5,000 a seat or a berth for 2 days, two nights, and a panel van ride down to Batu. They may not have that, but what they do have is they have a couple $100 with which to spend an hour and a half in a themed entertainment space that makes you feel like, and I said this at the beginning of our conversation, it makes you feel like you were in the movie itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I felt like I was a cast member of the Pirates of the Caribbean 6. And
Amazing.
we were just waiting for Keith and Johnny to walk through the front door.
Beautiful.
Keith.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Beautiful.
I love that.
Well,
Jeffrey was already making drinks in the back. It was our, and Kira and Orlando were making out in the back room. You get what I'm going.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. All right. Well, I'm stoked for this sort of thing. And I'm hoping that I can get to experience that, but there or even here, I'm looking forward to that. And you have me sold for sure.
Oh yeah.
I look forward to LTP Lounge this coming up Wednesday on our YouTube channel on LTP Lounge. Actually, it's Leave and Say Podcast is the channel. Where Lewis is going to talk or show us some exclusive video of what we've been talking about. So I know the time is going to be different for this. So if you have not listened to or watched our LTP Lounge show, after listening to this show, go check out our YouTube page and get to see what we're talking about, because I guarantee it's going to be a whole different experience for you. And we're going to get to put images and motion into what Lewis has been talking about. And I'm stoked. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Because, like, look, a picture paints 1,000 words. Motion pictures paint over 1 million.
Yeah.
So
sure.
So that being said, like, the video which we're about to have on our LTP Lounge this Wednesday is exclusive to the LTP family. It is not being seen anywhere else in the universe.
Nice.
Okay.
This is exclusive video shot by yours truly, your official Walt Disney World correspondent.
I love this.
For LTP.
Nice.
This isn't anyone else's. So this is like
thank you. Yeah. I can't wait.
Exclusive stuff.
I can't wait to see it.
I cannot wait to see this either. I'm stoked. Yeah. Love it. Well, Lewis, I know we're up against the time here, and I appreciate you coming on, sharing time with us.
Of course.
I can tell you honestly, anytime you want to come on our show and talk about this or anything you want to talk about, I know you're busy with other shows too, but we would love to have you on to talk about anything, especially
and everything. Yeah.
Theme design, space, where can things fit, and especially as we are ramping up towards more construction here in DLRA. I would love to have your insight and commentary on what we're looking at and how things are going to work.
Yeah.
And because to me, it's a big mind f. I don't know how things are going to work. I don't understand in some areas, but hopefully we can talk about that in the Eastern Gateway.
It's going to be magical, y'all.
Yeah.
Disneyland Forward, the DCA modifications being made now are going to be magical.
Yeah, and
nothing short of magical.
Yeah, and
it has to be, because remember, they're going to have to close Tomorrowland for at least 18 months. They're going to have to.
Yes.
The time has come.
Yeah.
Like, they've been putting it off for 30, 40 years, and now the time has come.
Yep.
Now the chicken has come home to roost, and it says we need to rebuild from literally the ground up.
Yep. And the conversation will be had as to how. But yeah, I agree completely. No, but I really do. When we can, one of these coming up. Well, I want to do a hard look at the Avengers Campus expansion, and see how that's moving along, and get your takes on that as well.
Well,
that would be cool.
This only goes to show that we need Lewis on for deeper conversations about Disneyland 4, and we will, because like I said, this is all going to be changing very, 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 very soon. It'd be nice to have a sanity check with Lewis to see what's going on. I'm sure I would appreciate it, and I think our listeners would appreciate this kind of conversation on the LTP.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah. So let's put a pin in it for right now, and we will thank Lewis for his time because I know he's up against it as well, on his end. And Lewis, where can people find out more information about you?
Right. Well, along with my correspondence duties here at Leaving Today, you can check out me and all my fun friends over at Signs of Amusement, which is a YouTube channel. Type in on your search bar Signs of Amusement, it will come up.
Yes.
We have the big ha-ha. In fact, here, I'll turn it on for everybody. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
All right.
You see the light? The
So,
light
listeners, he just turned on a light that has the logo of haha on it, and it looks awesome.
Yep. I have a T-shirt with that on there.
Yes, you do.
So,
thank you, Jay.
So, I mean, you can check us out at Signs of Amusement. I am kind of slowly in the process of writing scripts and shooting video to start my own little YouTube channel.
What?
Based on attraction history.
Oh.
We're gonna start doing super deep dives into attraction history.
Okay.
Oh.
And when I mean super deep dives, I mean literally getting personal diaries and journals from the people that create the attractions.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm already in talks with Ernie right now, who's working with Bob Gura.
Oh yeah.
For example.
Yep.
And also, I'm talking with a couple other people that have archival information on Adventures Through Inner Space. I kind of want to focus on defunct attractions, but that's only because it's a special interest of me.
Oh,
correct.
Sure.
But what I plan on in future, once things take off, start talking about extant attractions and things like that as well, of course.
Okay.
Very cool.
I love this.
Very cool.
Love this. I look forward to see whatever
Looking
you
forward to
produce.
it, Yep.
Yeah. And if there's any way we can be a part of that, let us know.
100%.
Yes.
Oh, sure, no problem.
However we can help.
Yep. Okay, so check Lewis out on his other stuff on Signs of Amusement and haha, and then of course on Leaving Today, and then he will be with us on the LTP Lounge. And anytime Lewis wants to come back, he can come back and talk about whatever.
Yep.
I very much enjoyed our conversation. So thanks a lot, Lewis.
You're welcome, of course.
All right.
A pleasure seeing everybody today. Becky, you look wonderful as always.
Yep.
Thank you, Lewis.
You're welcome.
You're so sweet.
See, I gotta learn some of this term.
Take notes, Mark.
I am taking notes.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that'll wrap up the feature presentation. All right. All right. So that's going to wrap up episode number 231. Lewis, wow. I could spend another hour talking to Lewis, and we probably will in the future because there's tons of information he has, and I like hearing his perspective on stuff, especially with the construction. And I know that wasn't the gist of the conversation today, but it dovetailed into that sort of thing. So again, check Lewis out on his other social stuff, and look forward to see what he's going to produce in the future. He is our Walt Disney World correspondent.
Official.
Love him.
Our
official correspondent. Yes. All right. So, Udi, where can people find out more information about you?
You can find me on my main social media, which would be Instagram, HAXGOALIE, Hacks Goalie. You can find me there.
Awesome. And Becky, where can people find out more information about you?
You can find me on Instagram at Becky_Weimer, BECKY_WEIMER.
Excellent. And again, if you want to reach out to us via email, you can send us an email at info@leavingtodaypodcast.com, or go on Instagram at Leaving Today Podcast. You can direct message us there. We're very accessible. And also, if you'd like to support the show, again, we have a link tree on Instagram. We also have a website, Leaving Today Podcast. We have a support tab on there. We also have T-shirts, and all of that goes to help hosting and gear for the show. Episode 232 is coming up. We will have a guest on, and we also will have Jay on soon, probably 233 to talk about his Oogie Boogie stuff. Hopefully. We'll see how that goes. I mean, the timing could be different because it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. Jay needs to come back on. All right. So until then, we love you, adventurers out there, and we'll see you in the parks.
Bye.
See ya.
But you make me hot. It's so close, I can feel it.
No bed sheets.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because I like yelling at you.
You're funny. Ow, that hurt. Don't make me smile like that. Ow. But you make me hot. It's so close, I can feel it.
I feel like Udi's gonna lose it with the news.
While they work on technical issues, I'm going to sit here and drink.
Udi, don't say anything.
What are you doing? Flowers? What?
Sure, it can't be any worse than your whiskey and Coke from yesterday morning.
Kitty.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Boy, was my face